Here we have a new 2025 Chevy Traverse. Now this one comes in the RS trim level with all-wheel drive. Mosaic black metallic is the paint. And then we have jet black with torch red accented leather interior. For the powertrain, we get a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. That's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, as we get to the front end here, this thing is just, it's so mean in the best of ways. We get our LED daytime running lights, LED headlamps down below, and the RS trim, I just love how everything is blacked out. Nice gloss black. It looks fantastic. It really does. Now, one of my favorite things about the RS trim are these 20-inch aluminum wheels, again, blacked out. And just kind of take a look at how this thing appears to you. The side profile there, badging's black, mirrors are black, door handles black, everything's black. Very little chrome inside except for the buttons here that let you know this has passive keyless entry, which is on all 4 doors. Of course, the red accents, power door locks, memory seats. We get express down on 3 windows and then 1 touch up and down on the driver's side. Power folding and heated side mirrors with blind spot monitors. Power liftgate control, Bose sound system. All-wheel drive toggles there. Drive modes can be cycled through as well. And then you have an electronic parking brake, auto stop toggle there. Power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Hood release there. Storage underneath where the wireless charging pad and the bottle holders are. But take a look at this. Here's the power driver seat, 4-way power lumbar support. And again, this here is actual leather. And my, does it look good. It looks so fantastic in this Traverse RS. No wonder this thing is almost 60 grand sticker price. I want to give a big thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Traverse today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to find the best price on a new Traverse or any new vehicle, and you want to find something closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out that information. I'll make sure your local dealers are fighting to get you the best price there. So let's see how we fit behind the driver's seat, behind myself, I should say. So not terrible. The seats are a bit thicker, so that kind of helps with the leg room. I can scoot it up a little bit if I needed to, but this is a 3-row SUV, so most of the adults won't be sitting back here. This is for your kids. But if you need to take a few passengers along, you can. 3rd row back there. Tons of space behind the 2nd row, as you can see. And then a USB-C port and a bottle holder on either side in that 3rd row. And there's a look at the panoramic roof shade there. Manual child locks here, on, off. Fuel filler. And then to the back end here, LED tail lamps, love the exhaust. Of course, we have a trailer hitch integrated behind here. Let's go ahead and pop the lift gate. Now behind the 3rd row here, pretty good space. Top tethers for the car seats are on the back of the seats themselves. Lift this up here and you have storage, and then underneath here, you unscrew these and you have a spare tire underneath. Now with the RS as well, I love that we get the power folding 3rd row. So when the seats are up far enough, we can fold those flat. And then we can also power release the 2nd row if we want to. Just makes it that much easier to throw long things in there if you just took a trip to Lowe's. Now you can see that's how we can fold that flat there. Then you can also hit the button on the back of the seat from the 3rd row, and it kind of tilts it up, makes it easier to get out. And very easy to put it back into place. You can see I did that with just one hand. Front passenger seat, love that we get the same adjustability as well as the 4-way power lumbar support as we get the driver. And then trim of the RS, of course, is nice. Glove compartment there with owner's manuals. And then as we come back around to the front, gonna pop the hood. And there's that 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. Horn there. Now this one does have Super Cruise, so the indicator is right there on the top, and the sensor to make sure you're paying attention is right there. Now I'm gonna get to the AC controls here, just to turn off the rear AC. All right, now that that's off, you can see that's how we adjust the rear AC. The front there, everything is off as of now. Vehicle status can be full width here, so I can see the air filter life, the tire pressure, brake pad life, or I can go into each menu and see everything nice and big there. So it's pretty neat. Now again, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. On top of that, we get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, and then we have the Google News and Podcast along with Alexa. Now with this one having the Google Assistant screen, we also get the Google Maps, which is fantastic. To get the full effects of it, you do have to pay a subscription, but I just like it kind of how it is now, just being able to see the map and all that. I don't necessarily need it for the GPS function. And that's one cool thing about still having Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, is you don't have to have that if you don't want it. All in here, we can see our controls. The garage door transmitter is also in there. And just a ton that you can fool with in terms of the settings. Now your headlamps, you do have to turn those on or off from the screen, so you have a shortcut there as well as your lane keeping system, or you can do what I just did, go into the controls and then do it that way. Backup camera, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You have that bird's eye view as well. Front camera's right there. And then 3-stage heated cooled front seats. And you do have shortcuts if you want to adjust the fan speed or the temperature for whatever reason, you can do that. And you also can do the direction there too when it's not set to auto. So you can cut all that off and then fool with it that way. And then you do have some shortcuts here for fan speed, the auto, cut the whole system on and off. Down here you get a USB-C, USB-A input, 12-volt wireless charging pad. Bottle holders are there. Additional storage cubby if you want to put your keys or whatever in the middle and stow them there. Center console cubby space with a removable tray. Pretty good size in there. And then that's what the sunroof looks like with the shade all the way back. We're gonna slide that and see how it does in terms of opening all the way. So one touch there, which is impressive. Hit it a second time, it'll go all the way back there. Then you can one touch shut it. Excuse the glare. There's a look at the rear seat there. Sunglasses holder. Sunroof controls. Hazards are there. OnStar. Rear camera mirror. You can adjust the settings for that. And then back to the steering wheel. Blinkers. Low beams, or high beams, excuse me. And then when the low beams are on, you can toggle those there. Intermittent wipers. Rear fluid. Front fluid. And then for the shifter, hit the brake, pull for neutral, pull and up for reverse, pull and down for drive, and then you can activate the low mode there. Use those paddle shifters behind the steering wheel to go through those gears. Press P for park there. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, you can go through your track list, radio station presets when you're in the audio menu, and then you can always adjust your volume up or down here. We get adaptive cruise, so we can turn that on or off, cancel, adjust the gap for that, and then set the speed. And then once you're in the adaptive cruise mode, you activate the super cruise by clicking that. When it's applicable, you'll get the indicator there. Heated steering wheel toggle, voice recognition, audio sources. So when the menu's like that, you can hit the audio source button and you can go through those there. And then mute, Bluetooth, and then you can just activate the favorites, the touch of a button there, and you can go through your different gauge cluster views like that. I believe you get 4 different views. Push button start. Finally, key fob with remote start. And next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Traverse RS all-wheel drive out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Traverse RS here, you get the standard 2.5 liter turbo mated to the 8-speed, but what makes the RS just that much cooler is just the look you get from the front end here. Just the screen, of course the red stitching going along with the black leather here, and then just the Super Cruise. GM did such a great job with putting the indicator here, making it look so futuristic. It's a treat to drive these, it really is. Now I'm going to put it into all-wheel drive mode, and then we're gonna see how it pulls getting on the interstate here. Here we go. So what's great is with the all-wheel drive mode, you can really tell the difference in the pull as opposed to the front-wheel drive sport mode. It just pulls so, I guess, equally. I don't feel like I'm being pulled from the front or being pushed from the back. I just feel like I'm getting a perfect pull from both axles, if that makes sense. Now, for the Super Cruise, I can get over and it'll just show you real quick how it activates. Turn it on, hit the button, and that's how it works there. I have to get off at this next exit, but I'm gonna stay over here as long as I can because nobody's behind me. But such a great system. I love it, love it, love it. 10 out of 10, I think, for a driver assistance system. A semi-autonomous system, I should say. But just phenomenal in how the features work. Keeping you centered in the lanes, keeping the safe distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. And then when you have the auto lane change on, that's pretty solid as well. I prefer to change my own lanes, but one day I might get used to this doing it for me. But great ride quality, great sound acoustics as well. There's the auto stop there. So I'm gonna put it into the normal mode now for the rest of the test drive. Gonna turn the all-wheel drive off. So it's just in front-wheel drive mode now. And that's one cool thing about these is there are so many configurations. You can drive this like a front-wheel drive Traverse if you please, or you can put it in the all-wheel drive mode. In terms of what you get for the money though, 60 grand is a lot of money, but this Traverse, GM did a phenomenal job inside and out redesigning these. Everybody wants these now. My girlfriend included did not like, I mean, she liked the older body style, but she just loves these new Traverses. And I see so many people who would give their left toe to, or left foot to get one of these. It's just, they're that nice of a vehicle. And people complain about the 4-cylinder, but the 4-cylinder, more efficient in the city. Passing power is much better with the turbocharger. And I just like how these drive better than the V6. The 2.5 pairs perfectly with the 8-speed, I think, in terms of getting up to speed. Of course, you have the different drive modes that you can go through. With all-wheel drive, you can go between all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive in the different drive modes. So just a ton of different driving configurations to fit your daily needs, whatever that may be. Now I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Traverse today. I'll leave a link below in the description. This does come with a lifetime powertrain warranty from them. But if you're looking to find something closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these new Traverses or any new vehicle you might be interested in. But if I'm gonna buy another SUV, it's gonna be this. It's just the looks. You can see the one in front of me. They just, when you see them driving down the road, you're like, what is that? That looks nice. And front and back, it looks fantastic. Whether you get the Z71, the RS, the High Country, heck, even the LT. And just the updated interior is fantastic. With this RS having heated and cooled seats, a panoramic sunroof, the Super Cruise, it's decked out the way I want it. And again, for 60 grand, which that's the sticker price, I wouldn't mind paying that for one of these. Especially if you get a lifetime powertrain warranty. If you're worried about the 8-speed going out, you're worried about the turbo or whatever, you're covered there. But with all that being said, this is going to bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Chevy Traverse with the RS trim level and all-wheel drive.